This is a great day.
Yeah, we're going to hit record, and today we're going to be diving into today's lesson of how to make AI generated music. All right.
Woo.
So here's what's really crazy. I have I've tried singing. I've actually tried learning guitar. I in my old apartment, I would lock myself in the closet because no one could hear me, even though everyone in the house could still hear me. And I would just try singing, and I would practice, and I would all right, one day I'm going to do this. And I still have that vision, right? However, there's a huge gap between where I am and where I wish I could be. And this is the first time, here's the thing is, I've used AI for copywriting. But here's the thing is, I'm not a beginner copywriter. I'm a woohoo. Jim's showing up. Let's go. All right. Right. I'm not a beginner copywriter. I have experience writing copy. I have experience building websites. I have experience making images. Right. So I'm not it doesn't completely change my life because AI could all of a sudden do images, right? It doesn't change my life because AI can now do copy. It just speeds up my life. What up, Jim? Yeah, we were worried about you. Good to see you, man. So I've never had this revolution that AI was going to completely change my life because of text generation or image generation. It has altered my life, but it hasn't completely changed my life. Now, when all of a sudden I heard the most recent iteration of AI generated music, I felt like it was going to change my life, right? I felt like it was going to change my life in more than one way. Not just of okay, cool, I could make music, but I could make, when we were talking about inside this group, in this coaching group, right? This is AI, how to use AI to make money, right? How to leverage this as a technology to generate us a revenue. Well, I saw this, I was like, wow, that's something better than I could do, 1,000 times better than I could do. As of right today, I don't have to learn how to play guitar. I don't have to learn how to sing. I'm not that level. And all of a sudden, this technology is astronomically better than I am. And so some of you guys might have the skill where you guys are a musician in the past. You've done this. And here's what's crazy is I personally think it's almost like this. If you have those, I played one of my songs that I put on Spotify recently. It was like a family gathering. And I played it here, right? Well, here's the thing is, I showed them because they're a musician. I thought they were going to be proud of me. I thought they were going to be like, man, that's so amazing. I'm not joking. I watched this almost crush her soul because she's like, I've been working on this for 15 plus freaking years, and that's better than me. And for me, I never had that epiphany where, holy cow, this is better than me. Because I looked at it as, oh my God, this is better than me. While she looked at it as, oh my God, this is better than me. Right? So there's two ways to look at this. So you can choose if you have all these prior experiences, man, this is technology that's going to crush me. And that's if you're scared of it. And if you don't leverage it and you don't realize that there's potential here that is something that normal humans would have to go through 15 plus years of training their voice to be able to hit the note that you're trying to achieve, when all you have to do is type it with caps lock. There's a difference in the power of this technology. And I see something here that it almost combines everything so far in AI generation into one thing that puts it out in one final product. This combines AI lyrics, which is like the written content. It provides AI beats. It provides AI singing. It provides AI art for the cover. And it provides it in a tangible form that someone could say, oh, wow, that's what AI is today. This is really powerful. And so it can be leveraged in multiple different ways. It's almost like the creativity of a song, right? Like, where does it stop, right? Well, where does the creativity of you leveraging this gonna stop or and begin, right? Like, this is the very beginning. I promise you, we are probably the very first few people in history right now, that is going to be publishing songs for the masses to listen to. We might be the first creator ever to make an album that literally somebody subscribes to and says, this is my favorite band. We might be the first one that says, I'm going to have a dance with my daughter or my wife at my wedding. And it's an AI generated song. Like, never in history has someone said, my favorite artist is a robot. And we have the ability. There's humans still behind this, right? Remember last time we talked, it's the leaders that decide what we're going to do. The robot is a really good worker. It's not a good leader yet, right? It's a really good worker. We are the leaders that have to tell it what to do. We have to decide what to write this thing. Like, here's the thing. My wife's birthday is coming up tomorrow, right? It's tomorrow. Well, I wrote her a song for her birthday, right? And like, I wrote her a song for her birthday, and it's actually interesting because I've been really excited. So I've been like kind of like telling her behind the scenes, like, hey babe, like I got you something. I've been working on something. Me and my daughter have been working on something. And then she goes, we were laying there and she goes, you know, I kind of know what it is. And I'm like, no, you don't. And she's like, yeah, like, of course I do, because you're obsessing over what you're talking about right now. You're nonstop. And so I have a feeling you made me an AI generated song. And she goes, and she was stone cold's face. She goes, and I just feel like, it just feels like if the whole thing's AI generated, it just feels impersonal. Right? Impersonal. And it's so crazy because she hasn't actually heard the song. Right? And so, and here's the thing, the whole time I'm smiling and I'm like, because I know what's up, right? And here's the whole thing. So she's just saying, she's like, it's impersonal. It doesn't feel like you wrote it. It doesn't feel like it's coming from you. It's different. She goes, I fell in love with you because you were a good poem writer. You were good with words. You were romantic. You wrote to me, right? And I'm over here thinking like, you know, like you don't understand the. It's still, here's the thing is, there's this one statement, 80% done by somebody else or something else is 100% awesome. Okay? 80% done by someone else is 100% awesome. I had AI write me 80% of the song, the lyrics, and I tweaked the final 20%. All right? Like, it came from me still. I had to listen and press the generate button to hear it over and over and over until I finally got the final one, it still had to be processed by a human. If you think that there's not art in this, you're wrong. It's a new form of tool. I was able to express when my wife hears this song, I guarantee you guys, this song will bring her the tears. I listened to this song over 100 times in the last 48 hours, and I've cried almost every single time. This song has so much freaking emotion. It's maybe it's emotion because one, I wrote it for a very specific time and night. I use the AI. We're going to go over the process. I literally told the AI exactly what I wanted. I told it for almost like a whole minute straight of what I wanted, talking to it, just like I would a human. And then it wrote the song for me. That it becomes an incredibly personalized song when you do it that way. There is a process to make this not feel robotic. And it takes the 80% to the 20%. It takes a little bit of polishing, and it takes the personal human touch behind it. But we're using a new tool that's never before seen before in history. When has a robot sang a song that sounds amazing? And we have it today. Do you guys want to hear the song that I made for my wife? Do you guys want to hear it before we even start this thing? All right, let's do this. All right, welcome Edward. What up, man?
What's up, brother? It's been a few minutes.
Indeed, it's been a few minutes. All right, my wife's outside, so I could play this song, and she hopefully won't hear it, okay? All right, so this is called My Only Dance Partner. All right, so I wrote this after a night that we went dancing, and basically I decided that she was going to be my only dance partner, right? Like, I don't want to dance with anybody else, right? So could you guys hear this? Could you guys hear it? When I played it, could you hear it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's pop this up. All right. So this in the glow of the moonlight, I see you shine, a beauty in blue jeans, forever mine. I ain't got the moves, but girl, I got the heart to hold you close, never to part. I might stumble, might fall into the beat, but with you, my love, I'm complete. So dance with me under the stars above. I might not be smooth, but I'm filled with love. I'm willing to learn, willing to try for you. I dance till the end of time. You're my only dance partner in this life's world. My darling, my love, my wonderful girl. Oh, yeah. All AI generated, guys.
Dude, that was awesome.
Oh, it's not over. Here it goes.
Yeah, that was hard in that, man.
Yes, for sure.
I think like what I like the most is there's a lot of progression in the vocal tone. It's not just like one tone of singing, but there's a lot of like, like
inflections.
voice is able to like, shift his voice up and down.
Yeah.
Right.
So this sounds like it's a whole nother singer, and it's a country singer because we went country dancing. So I added that part.
Wow.
Oh, wait until you hear the end. All right, 2 more minutes. Just to see that smiling face in this dance. Life, I want you by my side. To be the only girl I hold at night. I might not leave with elegance and grace. For you, my girl, these arms are your place. So dance with me under the stars above. I might not be smooth, but I'm sure in love. I'm willing to learn, willing to try for you. I dance till the end of time. You're my only dance partner in this nice world. My darling, my love, my wonderful girl. I make a fool of myself, but I don't care. As long as it's your laughter that fills my air. Together we'll perfect this dance. Just wait and see. For you, I'll become the man I'm meant to be. So dance with me under the stars above. I might not be smooth, but I'm so damn in love. I'm willing to learn, willing to try for you. I dance till the end of time. You're my only dance partner in this last world, my darling, my love, my wonderful girl. So dance with me under the stars above. I might not be smooth, but I'm so damn in love. I'm willing to learn, willing to try for you. I dance till the day I die. You're my only dance partner in this last world. My darling, my love, my only girl.
Yo, hey,
Bro.
Great.
man, you guys are gonna renew vows this year.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's what's up, man.
tell me AI doesn't have some soul, man. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do that yet. I could sing along with it. I could hold a ring to it. I could, make a video to it, but I can't do that just yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? I could write good copy. I could make images, but I can't do that. That was different. You know what I mean? That's different. So I feel that there is something different about what we have, like this is something different. And so
Absolutely. I mean,
You
you
guys
put your heart
excited?
and soul. You put your heart and soul into the lyrics, man. And that's
Right.
what matters. That's what matters with any song, And
Right.
so, that's beautiful, man. She's gonna love it.
you hear that last 20%, you feel it? Like, it's just like there's some words that's just like the AI didn't put that in, but there's 80% of the song the AI did, and it's just me like, I got to tweak that thing because it's like, it doesn't sound the greatest. But all right, here we go. All right, so we're actually going to jump into today's class. All right, so, that's stop recording. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. All right. All right. So AI music. All right. I'm just using the same slides that I always have, my AI team. The learning objectives. By the end of this class, you will know how to create a full song, start to finish, using AI, and get that song published on Spotify and 30 other plus music streaming sites. How does that sound?
Wow.
Isn't that pretty cool? You will at least know how to step-by-step do the entire process. So if someone was to pay you, or if you were to just basically hire yourself by doing your own work because no one else is going to pay you at first, right? You are going to be able to get this done, right? Everything step-by-step, you're going to know how to do from start to finish. Okay. So why music? Well, music, I feel, is timeless. Like Beethoven and Bach and all these things are still played today. They still paid out streaming royalties to somebody. So I think it's something that you could hand down to your kids. It's impactful. You could see that, like, for me, within a few weeks of using the software, I'm able to write my wife a song. And it's probably going to make it where I have happy time, right? So like, it's meaningful, right? And it brings joy, right? So I believe that you could bring joy. You could create freaking death metal songs. Like, there's freaking all this thing. There's anything you could imagine you could make. There's like lullabies. There's just so much, right? So, but also mainly, right, we're inside the make money with AI. I believe there's something called a digital asset, right? It's a digital asset, right? So this is something that's going to be able to it's going to be able to, right? It's one of those things. It might not be a lot, but it becomes an asset, right? You start publishing. If you look at Kanye West and Taylor Swift, like these things, like these are some of the biggest celebrities, but as far as like they're paid the most, right? Their music touches millions. And so they get paid from this, right? So it becomes an asset that they get paid. So here is the theory behind this. It's the idea of building a cup, right? And so what do I mean by that, right? So asset creation versus selling your time. Okay, so here's the thing, right? So if you guys read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, it's one of my favorite books. Inside there, that talks about the different quadrants, right? So there's quadrant 1, which is things that are important and also are urgent. And then there's quadrant 2, which things that are probably not pressing on your time, but they're highly important. All right, so this is one of those things where asset creation, nobody's forcing you right now. Do you agree? Nobody's forcing you to create a song, right? Nobody's forcing you to launch an album. Nobody's forcing you to show up to this class, right? Nobody's forcing you to do any of those. Those are things that are important to you, but are not necessarily urgent, right? They're things that are important, but they're not necessarily, nobody's forcing you to do it, right? Well, like going to work, having a job, sometimes you have to do that, right? Because it's urgent. You got to make money. You got to pay your bills, right? So think about it as like selling your time, right? So imagine if you go to work and you drive all the way to work, and as you're in work, you're standing there holding your cups, right? And the bigger your cups are, the more money you get paid, right? And the longer you stand there, the more money you get, right? You get paid for your time, right? How cool, right? I got my cup, I get paid for my time, right? And as you stand there, you get paid. Well, if you get sick, if you get hurt, or if you miss your flight and you don't get home on time, right? You don't get to stand there and hold your cups, right? So you miss out on the opportunity to hold your cups, right? So here is the idea, right? Asset creation versus selling your time. Inside asset creation, it's the idea of building cups like a song and setting the cups down in the rain, right? Uploading the songs onto Spotify, right? Getting the songs out to where it could be onto millions, right? Making it where you could create the cup. It's not important. It is important, but it's not pressing of your time, right? Nobody is saying you better get these 100 songs done in this week. Nobody's doing that. Right? Like, it's one of those things where you have to spend the time and decide you're going to make, in my spare time, instead of doing X, instead of playing Xbox, instead of taking a phone call with a friend, instead of doing whatever it is, instead of meditating or whatever you could imagine, instead of taking a nap in that time, right? Because that's what I do the most, is I take naps. I'm going to spend the time doing an asset creation. Right? I'm going to make a cup that can get me paid when I'm not there, right? And music is digital asset creation, right? Just creating a song and putting it up online is digital asset creation. Okay. Over time, what happens, right? Over time, you have more songs, you have more assets. Okay. So here's what I call the loop. All right. I have the loop in Etsy, right? I have loops in other programs that I created, but this is the loop in music. All right, this is my music loop. So this is the thing that you do over and over to do this. More time, more songs, over time, more assets, right? Like, it's simple, right? If you had 1,000 songs over a course of a year, and every song had 100 plays, right? Like, it's 1 million plays, right? So, like, what do I need to create a song? What is needed, right? Well, step one, you need to create the lyrics. Okay. All of these can be done with AI, and besides the publishing, obviously we're just publishing to a platform. Okay. So lyrics, you need to create the lyrics. Next, you need to do the singing and sound. That's actually the same step, right? Before, think about how hard this would be before, right? First, we'd have to sit there and write the lyrics, right? For hours and hours, and as long as you could write the lyrics, you'd have to write it all down. And then you'd be like, okay, that kind of sounds good. You go back and forth, bum, bum, bum. Then you have to sing it, and then sounds. You have to play the drums. You have to sing the guitar. You have to, it's just like, if you sound, I literally know very little about the entire process because, it's a very tough world to get into me right from the start, right? So album art is another thing. Then you have to go hire someone for album art. Then you have to like make it look good. You have to say it your words, right? And then you have to publish it. Right, here's the thing. All of this lyrics is going to help. AI is going to help us with lyrics. AI is going to help us with singing. Album art, it's going to help us with that, and then it's going to help us publish. Okay, tools I need: my AI team, right, or another AI writer. No hard feelings. Don't feel if you want to use ChatGPT, the free plan. Go ahead. The reason I use my AI team is a lot of reasons, because I like it. You could set up a company, right? So here's the cool thing is, if you write stuff for businesses, write songs for businesses, jingles for businesses, well, you could easily incorporate that into my AI team fast. Suno AI is another one. Okay, so Suno AI is the actual singing platform. All right, who's going to sing our song? Suno. All right, Suno does. All right, AI writes it, Suno sings it. All right, who's going to distribute it? It's called DistroKid. Okay, if you guys watch the replay, I'll have my links below, so you guys can just click on the link and then go to the site later, which also is my affiliate link. I get like $10 when you guys use DistroKid, and 7% off you get off. Okay. All right. Any questions before we start or begin the process of actually doing this? We're going to go through the whole entire process once, because if I could show you guys once, well, you guys could do it by yourself. Do you guys agree? Is there any questions before you begin? How about give me a question? What would be a question that you want me to answer before I start?
I have. Oh, good.
Parker, what you got?
Oh, so I was thinking when you said that. So what if somebody wanted to like create an album for their wife, right, as a gift, like how much would you charge that person? Because that's a business model right there, right?
Yeah.
So how much do you think what's the value of that to charge? I want to know that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're forever gonna leave an impression on your wife. She's never forget it. It's a difference between now it's our songs.
Right.
Like, hey, look, this is our song. I can't wait to hear it on the radio again. Like every time I hear it, everyone's jamming out, and we listen to it in a coffee shop when we're 80 years old, and we hear it. How much does that cost? You know what I mean?
Priceless. Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean that's at least a $5,000 to $10,000 investment. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Wait.
Yeah. That's something that you're going to go back and forth with the person on every single song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if you're going to do it how you did it, where you put your heart into it, you sit down, and you're telling a story pretty much into the song. So that's your time. So I might want to, I don't know, I'll probably charge that for like Walmart or like one of the big local businesses. But I'm trying to think of something more for like the little man, like the everyday person that wants to create something for it. Like Valentine's Day is coming up. That'd be a nice gift. Get an album for your babe,
1,000%. Now, here's the thing is, understand that price. I just framed it.
Right.
Now you know how much it's worth.
Right.
Now the same thing when you frame it and you sell this offer, right? Here's the thing. There's multiple different ways to make money with this. Okay. And that's the thing. I love that you brought it up. Literally starting off and saying, hey, look, like how valuable would this be if you produced an album for your wife on Valentine's Day? Right. And then that's your sales copy.
Gotcha.
Right? And now it's saying, I'm going to take.
That's your ladder.
You know what I mean? I'm going to take two people that I'm going to produce an album before Valentine's Day for them. Right. And then you're selling those two spots for whatever high price. Get them on the phone, and then whatever you have the courage to ask them is what you sell it for. Right. Because here's the thing, this is going to be on Spotify. They're going to get royalties. Here's the thing. Here's what's cool. Inside DistroKid, you could do what's called royalty splits. You could literally make it where that song is published on Spotify and all the other platforms, and they get 50, you get 50. So now you literally could say, hey, look, it's going to be $5,000 if you own it 100%, or it's $2,500 if you and I own it. And now you created royalties for the rest of your life, and you got paid up front for it.
Okay, so you're getting the gift, and you're getting automatic commissions every month
for the rest of your life. It's
done. Okay.
And you're splitting it with them because they're paying you. They're buying the $2,500 deal. Right. Make it where if they're giving the master rights, charge that $10,000. Hey, but if you want to split it 50-50, it's $2,500.
Man, I'm about to target Beverly Hills then.
Right?
Because they need it.
This is something. So right, people pay a lot of money for health, wealth, and relationships. Right. This is a relationship thing people will pay a lot of money for. Right. You know what I mean? Like you might even later on sell a guide on how to write one for your wife, right? You might sell a course that says how to go start to finish, and then you do this, right? So you might sell different levels of this eventually. Document the process as you're doing it, so you could sell it as a guide in a course later on. Right. And now you make money from there too.
Yeah, it's definitely ground floor.
Yeah. So, you might make this whole product series, as you're building it. But I think if you had that offer, I would share it with my crowd, man.
Right on, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I would definitely do my best to fill up that spot because, I would love to hear a whole freaking album produced, So, put out a freaking offer. Any of you guys have an offer that you guys want to put out for these songs, share it in the group and then put it on Facebook and I'll share it too because this is something that I believe is impactful. And there's multiple ways to make money, right? Whenever I watched a YouTube video before I was diving in this because anytime I do something, I become obsessed with it, right? All of a sudden it was like music. Well, how am I going to make money with this? Well, it's like the guy said he made only a few $1,000s for streaming. A few $1,000s doesn't excite me, but he said he made $1 million from other ways inside the music industry, right? Well, what Parker just said is he's helping other people, and he's actually he's selling it as a service, and now he's producing a whole album, and then he gets commissions on it for the rest, royalties for the rest of his life. That's probably the smartest. I didn't think of that. That's freaking crazy.
I'm just thinking like Dr. Dre, man. You know, because
That's right. That's right.
you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's insane. So here's the thing: is say you're going to sell $10,000 for the whole music album, right? And then do $2,500 with 50-50 split royalty. You literally get 50-50 on that album for the rest of your life. And then how many times can you do that because you have all these clients? We about ready to start a music studio up in this beat.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. I know Jim's ready.
Let's
You
go.
know I'm down.
Let's go.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
We're gonna have the rap party at Jeff's house in Vegas
That's right.
by December.
Let's go.
Let's do it. No, but that's good, man. Thank you for clarifying that, because that's worth it all right there.
All right. Yes.
Exactly.
As you're going through this whole process, understand there's multiple different ways to make money. I think that's probably the absolute best, sexiest way to make money the whole entire way through this. If you just did that as your business model, holy cow. One, you would make money up front from the $2,500. So you'd be able to pay someone to do the work. And then two, you would like just put them in the training video for this. Just cut this smart part out, right? Like you don't want, yeah. They're gonna see the whole business model. They're gonna be, hey,
Yeah.
all right. So here we go. All right, we're gonna dive in and actually show this, and then you charge royalties forever. Dang. All right, so here we go. So the very first thing I'm gonna go do is, first, obviously, I set up my companies. If you guys haven't done that, set up your company profile, and then I go into AI chat. Now, here's what's really crazy. I have all of these different businesses. The song that you guys heard, I didn't have like a guy set up to make me a song yet. Like I didn't have a company, like a songwriter. I use my running coach. So this is my running coach that I have that's like helps me run, you know? But this was the song that this is where it started, right? You could see right here, I said, can you write me a love song for my wife? Basically letting her know it's a country song, letting her know that she's my only dance partner. I might not be able to dance, but I'm willing to get better, willing to learn, willing to make a fool of myself and get better because I want to be good for her. I want to be a good dance partner and want to be the only dance partner forever. So that's my input, right? But here is, let me start a new chat, right? I'll show you the process, right? So we're going to write a song, right? So we're going to write a song, and this is going to be cool. So this is going to be inside my AI team because we want to have it in here because it's going to be AI related. And here's what we're going to do. All right. So here's what I do. So you could type right here inside your type, or you could just type it out, or you could press this little speech button. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, write me a song that is all about my AI crew hanging out, making AI generated songs. Basically hanging out with Jim, Patrick, Edward, Lori, Parker, hanging out with all of us and making songs, turning visions into reality, turning dreams into physical things, things that you could hear with your ears, things that you could touch, and getting paid from them. So using AI to leverage and change our lives. Right. And so now AI is going to transcribe that. Basically the same way that we transcribe the videos that I trained you guys how to do that and showed you that thing. It's using the same technology. It's just using Whisper, right? Write me a song about how my AI crew hanging out, making AI generated songs, basically how a Jim, Patrick, Edward, Lori, Parker hanging out with all of us. Look at that. Did I miss anybody? Who did I miss? Parker, Ray. I missed Ray. All right, we're gonna add Ray in there. Ray. I think a couple more showed up. We're gonna make sure everybody's up in this song. All right, Ray, Jamil. All right, who else showed up? Greg, what up? All right, Edward. We're gonna make sure everyone's in this song that showed up today. We're gonna be on Spotify. Oh, look at this. This is sick. All right, we're not even gonna like slightly edit it. We're just gonna plug it in and hear what we have for first. All right, let me ask you guys. So here's the next thing, okay? We're going to go to, that was my AI team. You guys see how fast it generated us a song? All right, so it says, in the digital world where ideas take flight, there's a crew, oh so bright. You see how it just says, oh so bright? That doesn't sound that sounds really lame. All right, working through the night. All right, Jim's on the beat, Patrick's laying down the lines, Edward crafting melodies through the perfect entwines. Let's go, Edward. That's sick. All right, I love this. All right, so this sounds really cool already. So, okay, so here we go. So the next thing we're going to go do is called Suno AI. Okay, Suno.ai. And what we're going to do is, this might look different by the time you guys watch this video, but I'm sure it looks the same. So click custom mode, and this is where we're going to type it in. You can see they have generate lyrics right here on their own. However, I definitely like it to be able to go back and forth and craft it, right? If I want to say add, add Ray, add Jamil, and add Greg, we can, okay? And that's what we're going to do. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So we're going to come over here, and I'm going to clear all this. And basically, we're just going to copy and paste, right? Like, you see how it produces this verse and stuff and this chorus? This actually, when you're over here, this actually will change and alter the way the way it like creates beats and the rhythm and stuff. So it's kind of different than if you were just to write the lyrics and then you just input the whole lyrics in a text format. You know, like it kind of matters when it's in this song-like format, like this verse style. So I'm going to create this. I'm going to copy this. And now let me ask you guys, do you guys want this to be like a rock song, a rap song, like a country song, like a pop song? What kind of song do you guys want this to be?
Jim said make it in digital funk.
Digital funk. All right.
Yeah.
All right, digital funk. All right. All right, cool. All right, so here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna call this my AI crew. All right. And then I'm gonna hit, so here's what we do. You see where it says style of music? Style of music is the type of music that you're gonna generate. A lot of times, this is what I went. So let's just say you have, you actually have like a favorite artist that you like, but if you tried to type in that artist and you said in the style of, you're not allowed to do that, right? So let's just say give me somebody that actually is a digital funk artist. I don't know who's like digital funk. Is Michael Jackson like digital funk? Is that digital funk, or what's digital funk mean?
No, Michael's more, he's pop,
Yeah.
R&B. I don't know, digital funk, is that Daft Punk?
Someone said Parliament.
Parliament? Okay, Parliament. Okay.
Ooh, George Clinton. Ooh.
Is George Clinton the person, digital
That might
funk?
be funk. Yeah, that might be funk. Yeah, George. Clinton.
Yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
okay. George Clinton. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to type in,
Funkadelic.
all right, funkadelic.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to type in George Clinton genre.
Oh, this is gonna be, I'm gonna love this.
Look, both as Parliament and Funkadelic.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? Parliament and Funkadelic. All right, so
There we
look,
go.
twisting soul music into funk. So look, check out, you see how I could instantly go down here and I could go into these styles, and this says funk, psychedelic funk, electronic funk. So I could copy this entire style, and this creates a much better prompt. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? If I just press this. Okay. All right. Oh.
No, I didn't hear anything.
So
I was gonna say,
I didn't know
I'm
that-
jealous, man. We can't hear nothing.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
can hear anything?
No.
Oh man, I was dancing out to myself. I'm gonna shoot on screen. That's funny. All right. All right. Well. Okay, so let's go back here. So this is the first one. You guys hear that?
No.
Not yet.
Nothing.
Mhm.
I might actually have to download these first, just so you guys could hear them from my computer. Okay, how about this?
In a digital world where it's like there's a cruel soul.
You guys hear that one?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that one's I. All right, so this one turned out a little bit better,
I was expecting a male presence.
right? Yeah, that wasn't what I was expecting at all.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Yeah, these aren't turning out the greatest. This second one is a little bit more funky, but yeah. Let's see. Why is it not? There you go. Yeah. So you can kind of see that not everyone turns out the greatest.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's a little funky, right? So I would say if I could get like a male in here. Yeah. So it's definitely where you're moving back and forth and going with it. Okay.
Yeah. It's a process.
It is a process.
Yeah.
It is a process. Okay. So as you go through that process, you'll start to create so basically you go back and forth until you actually find and you'll hear the one that you like. Okay. A lot of times I'm actually up here and I'm editing the words itself, right? So I'll sit here and I'll be like, okay, I don't like the way that sounds. And I'll switch out, remember how this one says, it just says oh, so bright, right? Well, that sounds lame, right? I would never actually say that, right? So you go through here and you edit the words itself. Okay. In here, when you have the style of music, this is the style. So you could always find your style through that, and then you can name your title. Once you find your thing in here, there's this really cool thing where it says continue from this clip. Okay. So when you do this actually only produces a minute and a half of the song. It doesn't produce that full generated lyric, right? One second, I'm letting it out. Yeah, so it doesn't produce the full song. So when you want to connect them, you want to actually click it where it says continue from this clip. And that will continue the song, right? Because most songs average are anywhere from 2 minutes to 4 minutes, right? So you want to make it where it's a full song. This only generates half the song. And here's the cool thing is it will actually pick up when you hit continue from this clip right here. It will make it where you're continuing with the same singer also. Let's see if these ones sound better. Okay. All right, here's this one.
Where I feel safe flies.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Oh.
What's that?
That was like Justin.
Justin Timberlake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Right. So you could find it until you get the one that you want, and then you could use that. Okay. Once you have that full song, basically, so once you have that one, you can kind of see how you see how it has this link right here, and then it has the part 4. When I made this song for my wife, you could see how many times I freaking generated this thing. That's just part 4. I generated it hundreds of times almost just to get the final one that I was that's it. Right. So it is still a process, but if you compare the process time to go into a recording studio and then recording the music and then having Justin Timberlake sing that part over and over again, you know what I mean? It definitely shortens the time by insane amount. And so it's just working with it because it's you that has to hear the music. So there still is this creation process. Okay. Then when you're done, you see right here where it says right here, it will say full song, but you could right here, it'll say get full song. So instead of continue from this clip, you'll say get full song. And that will basically connect them all together. And then it will output the full song right here. Right. So I'm going to hit down. I'm going to download this one. Well, I already downloaded it, but now because my wife's birthday is tomorrow. So here's what we do next. Okay. Is after we download that song. Okay. So after we just downloaded the full song. So we clicked here and then we downloaded this full song. Okay. We downloaded that full thing. Now we need to create, in order to upload it, we need to create the album art. Okay. So what we do is we go to my AI team or any AI generator that you guys want, right? And like, I literally typed in white couple, as crazy as it sounds, because it kept giving me like Indian people and like all of these things. Like, dang it, like it will change your thing. So you kind of want to be specific of who you want, right? Like, so I literally like typed in like white couple dancing under the stars, double exposure, album art couple that says my only dance partner. Not every time does it put on your thing, but I put on album art cover. And then, so you like, but you see how right here? Oh, this one actually turned out nice. I actually think this might be, besides the hands, dang it. Yeah,
those damn hands.
Dang hands. But it put the words on there, like, but that was like, that's a perfect one. That I haven't been able to get a good one for this because I've been trying this one for a minute. But yeah, so
You can just crop it.
yeah, that's a good idea. Just crop the hands. Oh, that might be a good idea. Let's see how that looks. But then it cuts out the only dance partner. Oh wait, thing. Okay, this one's not bad.
That one's nice.
All right. Okay, I'm digging this one. All right, I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, so here's the thing. I just created the art, right? So basically it just says album art cover and then whatever it says. I kind of dig this one, especially after how many I've generated that were terrible. Okay. All right, so then we just right click and save, or you can hit like the little download button right here. And then we're gonna go to what's something called DistroKid. Okay. Now check this out. So I was actually blown away by DistroKid because I never knew this, right? DistroKid has a lot of stats. Okay. DistroKid, you upload it to one platform and it distributes to all the platforms. And then you get paid from all of them into one platform. Okay. So you see where it says click see to breakdown by service. Check out this, guys. I've already made $27.93 from AI generated music. Right. So I'm going to click this. It says see breakdown by service. So if I scroll through this, you can see it's like it's on all of these things. It's on Apple Music, iTunes. I haven't made money, but I made money on YouTube ads. I made $27. I made money on YouTube Red, 8 cents. Then if I scroll down, I've made Amazon Unlimited Streaming. I've made 1 cent. If I scroll down to this one, I've made 4 cents from TikTok. From things like TikTok and stuff, you're getting it from people using it on their reels and their videos.
Wow.
Yeah, right. So check out this Facebook. I've made $27.51 from Facebook. From people using it on their reels.
1 month? Hello, 1 month?
So I'm going to show you guys. So this is, so check out this. I'm going to go to excruciating detail.
Please.
And you could see every song and where they're getting paid from and what date it is. So look, this is the months that I'm getting paid. The song that actually is getting published on Spotify is one song, or not on Spotify, on Instagram is one song, but it's the worst song. It's called Meet Dr. Botflow. And it was like a really AI robotic generated song. It was terrible. Yeah. So like, who knows what these, it's not even a good song. I can't wait till it actually gets picked up by something's good, you know? Like, so it's really cool that they publish it in so many places. Okay. So let me show you the process of uploading. You can see right here, here's all my songs. Okay. I have 2 artists. I have one called Dr. Botflow, which was my very first one. That's the one that has the song that kind of like, it's not even my good songs. It was like by AI music version 1. It wasn't even like, it was just testing to see how this works. And then these other ones are the ones I started like, okay, I'm going to produce a song in this one. I'm going to make this is going to be my band name type thing. Right. So here's what we could do. One, you could go to my music up top. To upload or upload music right here. And you see how it has all these services clicked? You want to have them all clicked. Sometimes there is a notice down here that like basically says I have selected music. Basically it says I have selected YouTube music. I've been reading, there's some people that says actually to deselect the YouTube music. And the reason why, I don't know if this is true, just hear me out. But the reason why is because if you ever make a video and you upload it to YouTube and it has your YouTube music on it, it will block your stuff. So if you create your own YouTube music video, YouTube will flag you for copyright violation.
Oh, wow.
Your own.
Because you're publishing it from somebody else that's not you. You know what I mean? From there.
Right.
So that's just to know that if you do that, it will flag. And YouTube's the type of people that will flag it and take your stuff down. You know, that's just super annoying.
Yep.
Just know that. Okay. So I'm going to uncheck it on this one because I have a video that I'm going to go with my wife that my daughter produced with me. And that's going to go with on her birthday. So it's still going to be under code green because my band. You can see right here. So this is basically as you go through this by step, it's going to say like number of songs. Okay. So you can produce a whole album at once and upload it at once to this whole thing. And it keeps all those songs in there. I put it as a single and that's fine. However, I do want to make an album. However, like I just been doing singles right now to test this out. So sometimes it's better just to do the loop once and then produce an album, right? Like it's because you might not get the full album and it might take a full freaking month or a year, but like just get the quick win sometimes and be like, I did it. I could have something, you could hear it. It's not just fake. It's not one time, you know, like it's real. It's not just living on your computer. Like just put a single out first and then do an album, you know, like just get one cup out to see how it works. You never know if that song's going to take off or people are going to give you feedback or what, you know, so don't be shy. Has this single been released before? No. Artist band already on Spotify. You can see when you guys set this up, you see how it says artist already on Spotify. Like I'm already on there. But when you set this up initially, it will say new, and then it will create a new one for you. I had to create an Instagram and a Facebook, and then give them my link, and then all of a sudden they connected it. So now here's the cool thing: if you go on Facebook and Instagram, and you type up Code Green AI on the music, you can find my music, all my music, and you could also use it for your reels. But if you click it, you can see how many reels and other videos were created with that, you know, and people could make TikTok dances and all that cool stuff, you know, so like you could really do some cool stuff. Release date, I'm going to put it tomorrow because that's my wife's birthday. Release time, Spotify only. Nice. All right. So this is cool. Pre-order, no. Record label, genre. This one, emotional blues. I think this was called blues. And like maybe like a pop. I really don't know art genres, music genres, so I'm gonna have to learn that. I'll probably have to just make an AI that spits out my genre type. All right, so you'll put your song title, only dance partner here, and then add featured song to title. No. Okay, so you could add featured artist to title. So if you ever do like an artist or a remix, you could add it to where like I could literally add your title or whatever it is, you know. So if you like featuring DJ Pop, right, or whatever your guys' names are. All right, add version. Nope. All right, so you see how it looks like this is what it looks like online. Nice. I could upload my audio now. Boom. Just simply like that. I wrote this song because I am the songwriter. Like I believe I'm the songwriter. So I type in my name. Okay. Even though I had AI use it, I believe I'm the 80% for the 100%, right? So definitely me. Explicit lyrics, radio edit, instrumental, iTunes price, 99 cents. Nice. Okay. So this is like discovery pack and all these extras and stuff. I never really clicked these. So just kind of leave them. And then I click yes for any of these down here because this is just like checking, you know. It's basically saying you won't use a promo service and all these like check boxes. Okay. And then you hit continue. And it uploads. And once this is done, we're done. That is the whole process.
Do you have to worry about any type of sampling concerns? Like the Suno, does it check to see if there's any like sampling from like actual music?
Mm.
So you don't
Yeah,
violate any.
Yeah. So basically that distribution service does it all. Yes. Like they're submitting it to all of that with all the requirements and all the stuff like that. And yeah,
Okay.
I pretty much don't have to do any of that. Yep. And so 100%. Yeah. And here's the cool thing is so Suno AI. Okay. I'll let you guys know Suno AI, you could play with the songs, but you must have a subscription to publish it over here. Otherwise, if you see right here, it says optional or general commercial use terms. If you don't have if you're on the free plan, non-commercial terms. Okay. So you can't publish it for where you get paid. On these ones, $8 a month, and you could make it where you could write songs. You know what I mean? Like general commercial terms. So you don't have to quote them. You don't have to do any of this, you know? So I use the $24 a month because it's, dude, $24, 10,000 credits. I press it so many times. Like, and I'm probably sure I'm not even going to use all my credits. So you really don't need to use more than the $8 one. Right. And you could buy more credits afterwards. So hopefully one day, this is my hope, is they have an API and then I just build all of this into my AI team. We never leave my AI team. So,
Right.
But we're not there yet. So use Suno AI. There's no affiliate link. So it's just great.
That is, man. Hey, Jeff, did it say that we can't promote the music?
No, you can't promote it with fake streams, because if you get fake streams, they'll shut down your whole account. Fake streams. Like there's bot services, right? If you just Google Spotify streams for sale, right? You'll get yourself in a lot of trouble, and you can buy streams and you can buy fake Spotify streams all day long. So now your music goes to like potential trending and then eventually gets real followers. But now here's the thing. Now this is what I want to say. The goal. All right. So I had a client a long time ago. He was a music producer. He took one song and promoted it his entire life. That's not the type of person I am. You see this loop right here, and you see how fast it's going? That's the type of person I am, right? I'm the type of person that says, okay, hey, I might not be able to beat somebody out because I have one song that I promote for the rest of my life, but I might have 1,000 songs that get 100 views each a month. That's the type of person that I've been. Like, I believe that there's going to be someone that says, you know, I really like this song. This is my favorite song. I'm going to listen to it 100 times, right? Like there's that. I'm going to produce, and yes, I'm going to get better quality, right? Over time, you're going to get better just because you get better. But I believe doing the thing as fast as you possibly can first is more important than doing it like worrying about the other thing. I want to get the more cups.
Right.
I'm trying to spend my time as fast as I possibly can to make as many cups as I can. The goal is the cups. The goal is to set as many cups as you can down in the rain. If you set an album down and you could drop an album in a week, and then now how many albums? Like there's people that they have 7 albums and they're freaking flying high, right? Like they're kicking butt. Well, like someone will discover you if you have more music. I fully believe it. Right? You'll get better and more over time, and you'll create more assets that continue to produce. So I believe that you naturally will get better. The quality will get better. AI will get better, right? We produced it, and some of the ones, they sound robotic still. Yep. Well, guess what? Like this is version 1. We're in the very steps. So if you start to make it where it's like over time, like you see how I started with Code Green AI, or not the other one. I started with Dr. Botflow, right? I started with this other one. Well, like, this is the one that sounds robotic. It's not the greatest. Well, then I started getting better, right? And then this last one, I believe, is my best one, right? And so, like, I think, I see that other one that I got from my wife. I see that being played at weddings and stuff, you know, like I feel like it's maybe that's just because it's my own self-creation and we all think our babies are beautiful, right? But like,
Mine are.
You know, but like, you know, so it's just kind of, getting more listed is what I believe. And so you're going to get more over time, like, just like when I look at this bank thing and it's streaming per songs, we could see that there's different songs that are getting paid by different things, breakdown by song. Well, you can see I get 5 cents from this one, 12 cents from this one, 12 cents from this one, and $27 from this one. This one right here, Dr. Botflow, has 2,800,000 freaking songs, plays. 2.8 million streams already.
Awesome.
On Facebook. I didn't even do that. Like, I have no control over that. People are like, well, how'd you promote it? I didn't. I produced more songs. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get these 12 cents from 100 more songs. Because I know a couple of them will blow up. It just happens like that. And then, yeah, sure, over time, I'm going to have 1,000 songs. And I'm going to freaking be making, like, we're going to have, one of these songs is producing 1,000 a month. So, yeah. What you guys think?
I think we're about to be rich.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do this.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. So Greg says you're not promoting those on platforms, just finding it by keyword or something. Greg, 1000%. I am not promoting it at all. I am just producing more songs. And here's the thing is you're going to find songs that relate to other people in different ways. I asked one of my daughter's friends, because I always like to ask questions like these. I said, if you could make a song, what would it be about? And she like sat there for a while and she goes, I don't know, maybe something relatable. Right? Like, that's it. Right. So if you don't know what to write, literally the more relatable and the normal your day is, and you talk about it, the more people that can relate. I guarantee you, if you're driving 35, 40 minutes to work, there's other people driving 35, 40 minutes to work, and that's a song.
Right.
You know what I mean? So whatever you could possibly think of, make it a song. Greg said, here's a question for you. If you know, can you have Suno just sing the lyrics in a certain musical key and use your own digital audio program? That's a great question. Can you have Suno just sing the lyrics in a certain musical key and use your own digital audio program? I'm excited to see what you guys do, right? Like, I've been using Suno for like maybe 2-3 weeks, right? Like, not very long. What can you do, right? Like, it'd be cool to see if you could do that with musical lyrics and add your own key and add, like, here's the only thing that I found that really helps. Well, I wouldn't say that. Here's a couple things that I found that really helps, right? Is changing the tunes inside that when you guys are actually in here, changing the genres. When you change the style of music, there's a lot of times I change the style of music, but I go and find who I want. And then use, like, just pressing create over and over. But also inside this, you could like capitalize vibe. And literally that will emphasize vibe. And it makes it where it sings that differently. You could add exclamation marks like that and it will sing it differently, right? So, and make sure when you have this verse 2, you literally have verse where it has these little quotes around it. Like, it will sing it different. Like this chorus right here, it will sing that chorus over and over in that same style, so there's different ways to play with this and learn. It's almost like this becomes the new instrument, right? So, and here's the cool thing too, right? If you guys go to Replicate, I showed you guys replicate.com. Replicate.com has a whole bunch of music tools also. If you guys want to turn this into software and stuff, well, there's audio generation. Well, there's ways that you could strip the audio or strip just the music and where it's just the voice and it's just the audio. And then you might sell those individually as different pieces or, so there's different ways that you could do things. You could turn it into it, take it into another tool and post-process it in a sense, So hopefully that answers that question. Yeah. Yeah. But as far as it singing in a certain key, that's a great question. You might say type in single note chord A, but even you asking me if it could sing in another key is way more than my musical knowledge.
Test it out, man. Test it out.
Yeah. I definitely didn't learn my chords or any of the A, D. It was hard. I was learning it. Yeah. That's why I appreciate this so much, because this truly helps me get to that next level. I don't have to. When I showed my daughter this song, she goes, it would be more impactful if you sang it for mom or if you played guitar for it. And I was like, but it would also be less impactful if she heard my singing. I'm just not there yet. So, yeah. I'm going to press generate 30 times and hear it. Yeah.
Hey man, I mean, the future is going to be probably that, where you can just sing into it and it'll create the lyrics, take your voice, change it, and it doesn't even have to be auto-tuned. You can just fix it, you know.
That's going to be amazing. And here's the cool thing. When that comes, I'm already going to have 100 songs on Spotify by then. You know what I mean? Because and then all of a sudden it's like, dude, now that's still you. Now you're really rapping in your songs. What?
Right. You're gonna be going on tour.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. I was thinking the other day, I was like, dude, Daft Punk's and all these like the Marshmallow guy, you know, like those guys just are just like a costume.
Right.
They just play a MacBook. Like they're not actually doing anything, you know, like I could do that.
All you gotta do is just gesture and point at people.
That's good, man.
You're good, man.
I got this. All right. So Greg said there's an Instagram channel card there. I ruined it, and an AI song singing songs and people's song like Johnny Cash, and they put music over it. And had someone asking me something like that. Yeah, I have seen ones where they use somebody else's music and they like haven't. Here's the thing is I'm trying to do this commercially, right? Like the difference between, I don't want to do remixes. I don't want to flirt with anything that I could potentially get in trouble.
Right.
I literally want to make it where it's like, no, like Jeff gets paid for all of these AI generated songs and nobody's upset, you know, like that's the goal, you know, like I don't want it to be like Johnny Cash is mad at me because I made a remix and it's AI Spotify and I'm in freaking trouble now. Like, I'm trying to make it where it's produced and as legit as possible, but just do that loop. You know what I mean? Like do the loop, publish it. The finished goal is publishing on the distribution site, right? Like even if you feel like, okay, one day I'm going to produce an album, getting the first win is better than trying to get the giant win later on, right? Like just get the first win, get your artist listed, get your Instagram created, get your one single out, then produce an album. Right? Here's the thing. If you produce your first song, just like what Parker said, is now we talk about the business model, right? Is tell people, hey, look, I am going to take one other person on and I'm going to produce a full album with them. Through this start to finish. It's going to be produced by X amount of date, 30 days from an album. You're going to help me input it and then I'm going to produce it for you. In the end, we're going to split the royalties. If you want all royalties, it's $10,000. If you want to split the royalties 50-50, it's $2,500 and I'll produce the album for you. Right? That instantly creates a business plan that you could get started with today.
Today. That's what's scary. You know, it's just, man. Like, I mean, who's gonna do it today? Like legit. Who's gonna start today? Let's go.
Already did 2 days ago.
Let's go.
That's what's up.
All right.
All right. And you guys are in this group. If you guys need help, we're all in this group together. Literally, you could message the people. If you're not on Facebook, connect with each other. Right? Like, this has been the biggest show up. Like, smile. I'm gonna take a picture. Woohoo! This has been the biggest show up so far. So I'm really thankful. So you guys rock. So
thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank
gonna be
you.
cool.
Yeah, thank you. That's
So,
good stuff.
Yeah. Share what you guys make in the group. Don't be shy. We'll all help you guys promote. Ray said, is there any recommendations on how to promote a new band? I just became a band a week ago, man.
I love how you said that so nonchalant, like just a week ago.
Like, yeah. My thought is to create more cups. I'm not trying to promote my band. I'm trying to create more cups is what I'm doing, is the goal. I believe what promotes I believe what promotes my first song is my 1000th song.
Hmm.
That's what I believe. Okay. If somebody hears my 1000th song, they're going to be like, oh, dang, where'd this guy start? And they're going to binge listen from the start. And they're going to pick out the ones they like and they're going to subscribe to my albums. You know, like that's my belief. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Thank you.
Word.
Thank you.
Indeed. All right, guys. Amazing training today. I love you guys. Thank you for showing up.
All right,
Love you
Jeff,
too.
man.
All
Thank you,
right.
man.
See you later.
Love you, son.
All
All right,
right.
take care, everybody.
All
See you.
right.
Thanks.
Nice
Bye-bye.